Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. The 10 Pfennig coin of 1981 may look like an ordinary piece of pocket change, but it carries with it the story of a nation that rebuilt itself after one of the most devastating periods in human history. Millions of these small brass-colored coins passed through the hands of ordinary people in West Germany during the early 1980s. They paid for newspapers, bus tickets, bread, and countless everyday items. Yet today, this humble coin has become a fascinating collectible that reminds us of Germany's economic miracle and its journey toward prosperity. To understand the importance of the 10 Pfennig coin, we first need to travel back to post-World War II Germany. After the war ended in 1945, Germany was left in ruins. Cities had been destroyed, industries had collapsed, and the country's economy was in desperate condition. In 1948, a new currency reform introduced the Deutsche Mark, which would become one of the most respected currencies in the world. The Deutsche Mark quickly earned a reputation for stability and strength. It became a symbol of West Germany's recovery and economic success. Alongside it came smaller denominations, including the 1, 2, 5, 10, and 50 Pfennig coins. 100 Pfennig made one Deutsche Mark, making the 10 Pfennig coin an important part of everyday life. The 10 Pfennig coin was first introduced in 1949 and continued to be produced for decades. By 1981, it had already become one of the most recognizable coins in West Germany. People carried several of them in their pockets without giving them a second thought. The 1981 version of the coin measures approximately 21.5 millimeters in diameter and weighs around 4 grams. It is made from brass-plated steel, giving it its distinctive golden appearance. Despite being a low-value coin, it was designed with elegance and purpose. On the obverse side of the coin, collectors can find the denomination 10 Pfennig surrounded by 2 oak leaves. The oak tree has long been an important symbol in German culture, representing strength, endurance, and unity. Even on a small coin, these symbols conveyed a sense of national identity. The reverse side features the federal eagle, the official emblem of the Federal Republic of Germany. The eagle has been associated with German states and empires for centuries. Its inclusion on the coin connected everyday transactions to the nation's rich and complex history. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1981 10 Pfennig coin is the mint mark. Germany used several mints to produce its coins, and each coin carries a small letter indicating where it was struck. Collectors can search for the letters A, D, F, G, or J. The letter A represents Berlin. D stands for Munich. F indicates Stuttgart. G identifies Karlsruhe, and J signifies Hamburg. For collectors, these tiny letters add another layer of excitement. Some mint marks are harder to find than others, depending on production numbers and survival rates. During 1981, millions upon millions of 10 Pfennig coins were produced across these mints. They circulated heavily throughout West Germany, making them common for many years. Children used them to buy candy, commuters used them for public transportation, and families saved them in jars and piggy banks. The early 1980s were a significant period in German history. West Germany was experiencing economic stability and technological advancement. The country had become one of the world's leading industrial powers. Companies such as automobile manufacturers, engineering firms, and electronics producers were gaining international recognition. Meanwhile, Germany remained divided. The Berlin Wall still separated East and West, serving as a visible reminder of the Cold War. Every 10 Pfennig coin spent in West Germany existed alongside an entirely different monetary system in East Germany. This contrast makes the 1981 coin especially interesting. It represents a moment in time when Germany was still divided but moving steadily toward a future that few could predict. Less than a decade later, the Berlin Wall would fall, and Germany would reunite. For many Germans, the 10 Pfennig coin evokes feelings of nostalgia. Older generations remember carrying these coins daily. They remember hearing the familiar clinking sound in their pockets and using them in vending machines and local shops. The coin remained in circulation until the introduction of the euro in 2002. When Germany adopted the euro, the Deutsche Mark officially came to an end after more than 50 years of service. Many people exchanged their old coins, while others kept them as souvenirs of an important chapter in their lives. Today, collectors around the world seek out the 10 Pfennig coin for its historical significance. While most examples are not particularly rare, coins in exceptional condition can command higher prices. Uncirculated pieces with original luster are especially desirable. Collectors often inspect their coins carefully for details such as sharp designs, minimal wear, and attractive surfaces. Coins that have been preserved in mint condition for more than 4 decades are increasingly difficult to find. Another factor influencing value is the mint mark. Although all 1981 issues are relatively common, some collectors enjoy assembling complete sets featuring every mint. Completing such a collection can be both challenging and rewarding. Occasionally, unusual errors appear on coins. These may include off-center strikes, double impressions, or other minting anomalies. Error coins are always of interest because they are accidental and often produced in very limited numbers. The rise of online marketplaces has also increased interest in coins like the 1981 10 Pfennig. Collectors from different countries can now easily buy, sell, and trade coins that were once only available locally. This global accessibility has introduced many younger collectors to the fascinating world of German numismatics. What makes coin collecting so special is that every coin tells a story. The 1981 10 Pfennig is more than metal. It is a witness to history. It survived the final years of the Cold War, the fall of the Berlin Wall, German reunification, and the transition from the Deutsche Mark to the euro. Imagine the journey of a single coin. It may have been minted in Hamburg in 1981, spent at a bakery in Munich, carried in a student's pocket in Berlin, and eventually stored in a collection halfway around the world. Few objects travel through history in such an intimate way. For beginning collectors, the 10 Pfennig coin is an excellent starting point. It is affordable, widely available, and connected to important historical events. It offers an opportunity to learn about Germany's economic development, political changes, and cultural heritage. Many experienced collectors recommend preserving coins properly. Handling them by the edges, storing them in protective holders, and avoiding harsh cleaning methods can help maintain their condition. In fact, cleaning old coins often reduces their collectible value. As time passes, coins that once seemed ordinary often become treasured reminders of the past. The 1981 10 Pfennig is a perfect example. It began as a simple coin used for everyday purchases, but it has become a small piece of history that continues to captivate collectors decades later. Perhaps the greatest lesson this coin teaches us is that history is all around us. Sometimes it hides in the smallest objects. A coin worth only a fraction of a Deutsche Mark can reveal stories of war, recovery, division, reunification, and progress. The next time you come across a 10 Pfennig coin from 1981, take a closer look. Notice the oak leaves, the federal eagle, and the tiny mint mark. Think about the countless hands that once held it and the world it once belonged to. In the end, the 10 Pfennig coin of 1981 is more than a collectible. It is a symbol of resilience, transformation, and the enduring connection between the past and the present. And that is why, more than 40 years after it was minted, this small German coin continues to hold a special place in the hearts of collectors everywhere. Thanks for watching.